Hi, my name is Spiritual Medium Clayton Silva, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Linsey, and this is the first time her and I have met, and she came here to get a reading and hear from her spirit loved ones. So I'm just going to kind of tell you a little bit about how this works, how I connect to spirit, and giving you this little speech is actually my sign and symbol to the spirit world. I'm ready to start working and receive information. So for me, the way I work, and I believe all mediums work differently, but the way I work is I'm mostly clairvoyant. And what that means is spirit will show me pictures and images in my mind that will relate to what they're wanting me to talk about. Most of the stuff will be stuff that I've experienced in my life, so they'll draw off of my frame of reference. So for example, when spirit shows me a cane, that's always my symbol for somebody has a difficult time walking or getting around. However you connect to the cane, so they may have had one that was sentimental to them or whatever. However you can connect to the cane is the goal, not necessarily how I interpret it. So if I say something and it doesn't make sense to you, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm wrong. It's more so I'm probably misinterpreting what I'm being shown. I do also hear spirit and I do also feel them, but mostly it'll be the pictures. Every now and then they do show me stuff I've never seen before. When that happens, I'll tell you, okay, I've never seen this, keep an open mind because I don't quite know how to interpret it. So when I ask, do you understand that? I just ask that you say yes, no, I'm not sure. Try not to give me too much more than that unless I ask you to, because it'll get me to go down a rabbit hole. But try to speak up nice and clear, yes, and a really quiet no. All right, so do you mind if I hold your hand for a minute just to get a clear connection with you? This is just my time to clear out my own personal feelings, thoughts, to-do list, to allow your loved ones to come through and communicate. All right, you have a couple of people here stepping forward on the other side. You'd understand your father's past?
Right.
Is it your grandfather who's passed? Because I have a father figure who's stepping in.
No, just a great-grand. My dad's dad has passed, but I've never met him.
Okay. And then I also have a younger vibration who's stepping in too. It's a younger male. So have you lost a younger male?
No.
Interesting. That is so weird. And then I have a female who's here who's telling me to, I don't know if this is your grandmother or your mother.
That's my grandma.
So your grandmother, okay. Because I'm like, who are these other people who are here? Because I'm seeing a younger child vibration. So I don't know if someone had like a miscarriage or lost somebody like very young. Okay, last year. Because that is what I am seeing a little boy connected to this. So, okay. Okay. So, were you really close to your grandmother?
Very.
Okay. Do you know Mary or the M initial? Who's that?
Martha, that's my great-grandmother.
It's your great-grandmother. Okay. Martha. Sorry, it's an M-A-R name, and I always get them as Mary. Okay. Now, would you understand what's significant about the 8th, or either the 8th or...
My birthday is August the 8th, 8/8.
8/8. Look. August 8th.
That's right.
Wow. How wild is that? Oh, wow. Now, I don't know if Does it make sense to you? Was your grandmother's mind starting to go towards the end?
My great grandmother's mind.
Your great grandmother. Okay. So I have a feeling that your great grandmother and your mother are gonna like, or not mother, your great grandmother and grandmother are gonna like, but was she like a mother figure to you?
Both of them were.
Like, because I want to call her your mom, not your grandmom.
My grandmother or my great grandmother?
Your grandmother.
Yes.
I want to call her your mom.
She was my grandmother, but I spent more time with her than my mom. I'm just like her. I'll shut up.
Now, do you know if somebody was had a shaky thing where they shook or had tremors?
Yeah.
Who is that?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother, because she showed me your hand shaking just a little bit there. And I don't know why she's showing me this, but do you know if she either had something about an oak tree or if she really liked the fall? Or
There's a big tree.
a big oak tree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because that's so weird. I was just seeing like oak leaves.
Oak trees are the ones with the acorns, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, okay. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
The ones with the acorns. Wow, how awesome. Okay. This woman is so much connected to you. So connected. This is your grandmother. And, okay. Is there something, I keep hearing two. So is February important?
My mom's birthday is February 1st.
February 1st. Okay, cool. And so this is her mom?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, perfect. Now, is there a B initial somewhere, like BR, or is it just B?
B. Betty.
Betty.
That's
Okay.
my grandmother.
Okay, that's your grandmother. Cool. Now, I also understand too that you see butterflies as well. You connect to that because your grandmother's just showing me that to let you know that she's around you. She does make me feel like it's been several years since her passing. You'd understand, but she shows me here that she's never left you and that she's like walked with you. Now you understand she was buried, correct? Okay, because she's just showing me like the service, and she does show me, this is a very intimate moment, I'm sure, but she does show me, did you go and touch her hand in the casket?
She's the only dead person I've ever touched.
Have you ever touched? And I'm weird about like touching dead people, but like she showed me like you went and touched her hand, and she knows that because she says my soul is there watching you. And okay. Now, did you write her a letter, or did somebody write her a letter after her passing, or write her something? Sorry, wait, she showed me, did y'all put the stuff in with her in her casket?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I was kind of young. I was 14, so.
Okay, so the symbol I get that I'm being shown is either that something was placed in with her, or someone wrote something to her or about her. So, does that connect to you in some way? Did you keep, I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. Did you keep flowers from the funeral, or was she big into like gardening? Okay, sorry, I was just misinterpreting that. I was seeing like lots of flowers and
Her yard looked like gardening.
oh wow.
That's her thing.
How cool. And I'm seeing like these really purple flowers that are just gorgeous. Azaleas. That's exactly what they are. They kind of look like that.
Yeah.
That. Okay. Now, you have a dog in the spirit world?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if you have a bigger dog in the spirit world. And did he really like his frisbees?
Yeah.
Because your dog's coming through. Was it like a golden retriever?
It's a lab.
A lab. Okay. Close. But a lighter colored lab.
No, he was black.
He's black.
Yeah.
Okay. Did he have tumors? She. Is it a she?
No, it's he.
It's a he.
Yeah.
You have tumors?
I had a dog when I was a kid that had tumors real bad, but he did too.
Okay, because I'm seeing like those little tumors and growths all over him.
Mm-hmm.
That dog. Did you put him down?
I feel like he died of a broken heart.
Did you put one of the dogs down?
The one with tumors.
Okay, because he shows me you put him down, like, and he wants you to know that was the right decision. So if you ever doubted that,
Sorry.
you're
That was off.
fine. Now, you'd also understand your grandfather is on the other side. Okay, because she does show me that they're together. Now, did he pass some time before she did?
It was real close to the same time. It wasn't.
But
far.
did he pass first?
No, she did.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a Carl, a C or K? It's okay if you can't place it. I heard Carl.
It would be odd for him to talk to me, but.
That's okay. I'm gonna get more information.
Okay.
Why he's coming through.
Okay.
I don't know if he had alcohol issues in his life. Is that?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Who was the alcoholic? I'm seeing alcohol bottles. Oh my God. Do you know why he keeps showing me a white rose? And white roses are always indicative of apologies. So.
If it's no, I don't know.
There's someone who was a drinker. Okay, I'm gonna let it go. It may not, it's not him. There's gotta be someone else who I'm connecting with who had a drinking issue. So just remember I said it, maybe you'll remember it later. But I also want to tell you too, do you connect to the name Dan or Daniel or a D initial name like that? Living or past?
Yes.
Living.
Living.
Okay, who is that?
My little cousin.
Your little cousin.
My favorite little cousin.
Okay. Yeah, forgot to tell you, when I get names, it's living or past.
Oh, okay.
So
that makes it
Carl,
different.
if there's a Carl, living.
There's a dead Carl, but it. I don't know what to tell you.
You can elaborate.
If he would talk to me, it would make sense because who he would talk
So
to me about.
There is a
one.
Carl
Yeah.
on the other side.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
It's my late husband. It's his mother's dad, and I'm taking care of her. I'm the only one taking
So
care of
that
her.
would make perfect sense.
Yeah, but I never met him. He died a long time before.
Doesn't matter. You're connected to his family.
Yeah.
So they'll
That's
come
his favorite
through.
girl.
They'll come through for you to deliver messages to her.
Okay.
So she's sick. Is that what you said? So that's perfect. That's why he's coming through to say, hey, I know she's not doing too well, and I just want her to know I'm around. You know, that type of thing. Wow. So that's definitely him.
Yeah.
Now, who was the cowboy, or who like wore cowboy hat? Well, actually, they were showing me boots, like cowboy boots, and so they dress country. Whoever this is, that's a gentleman. I don't know if it's possibly Carl.
It could be.
Okay.
Yeah, very well could have been.
Okay.
My granddaddy, the one you were talking about a minute ago, he had cowboy boots.
Oh, okay. So that's where it connects to. Now, I gotta be honest, he's really not talking to me. I just was shown, your grandmother just shows me that he's with her.
It's about typical of them too.
Okay. But, are you sure he wasn't an alcoholic?
I don't know. I found out some things about him when I got older that.
And I don't
he
know,
might
don't
have-
tell me anything,
I
but
know.
I don't know if there was, he may have done some things that he shouldn't have done. that really probably scarred somebody for a long time, if you know what I mean. Hey everybody, so I got a phone call and it messed me up. So we're getting back into this reading here. Hopefully it didn't cut off any other parts. God, that would suck. That would really suck. Okay, I totally forgot what I was saying though.
We're talking about my granddad.
That's right. Huh. Did somebody grow up on a farm with pigs?
No pigs.
No pigs.
No pigs.
But someone.
There might have been some pigs there at some point.
Somebody
Yeah.
grew up on a farm though.
We all did.
Okay. That's so weird. I was seeing pigs.
There might have been when he. If you're still talking to him, there probably
I
was.
am.
There probably was.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get away from him because I don't really feel like you really wanted to hear from him, and he doesn't really have a lot to say to me. But I have to say that there was. I don't know if there was some abuse that happened.
Do you know if okay, so I'm gonna find out if he was an alcoholic, and I have a sneaking suspicion that he might have been. But the reason that would be important is because of my issues, having been the only one in my family being addicted to anything. He might be trying to help me understand. That makes sense to me.
You were never an alcoholic.
I was a drug addict.
But not alcohol.
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, your grandmother was showing me measuring spoons earlier. Do you know why she'd show me that?
Which one?
I'm not sure if it was your grandmother or your great-grandmother, but they were showing me measuring spoons, like you'd cook with, that type of thing. Were they like always in the kitchen or? Okay, cool. And did she bake?
She had made pies.
Okay, yeah, because like I can see like baking and dough and that type of thing, and always in the kitchen. And also, I don't know if someone smells the aroma of like someone baking or that type of thing. Does that make sense to you?
Is it possible we switched people?
To living people?
No.
Like, what do you mean? Switch different people.
Yeah.
So let me say this. Your great-grandmother and your grandmother are closely connected.
Yeah.
So anything I say could relate to either one of them. But I feel like, yeah, it could relate to either one. But are you saying it's someone different from them?
It could be.
Okay. And see, because you have so many people here, what can happen is piggyback happens, where they'll try to get as many messages through at the same time. So.
Also, her name was Rose. She was my stepmom.
Oh, okay.
Is that possible?
I don't
She's
know.
one that I tried to talk to when you told me to. And she bakes and measuring spoons and always in the kitchen.
Okay. Okay. Let me see here. Let me get some more information. Let me ask her how she passed in the spirit. So you're saying that your stepmother you can connect with. She was always in the kitchen. She was always, you can connect to the measuring spoons I was seeing. Now, would you also understand towards the end she's having a hard time breathing? Okay. And then you'd also understand as well she was either on hospice or she was in and out of the hospital quite frequently. Okay. Now she shows me here that there's tubes hooked up to her, so I don't know if she had oxygen, is what I'm seeing. Okay. Right. She shows me 3. I don't know if it's been 3 years since her passing, or if March is important, or the 3rd of a month.
I'm not sure.
Okay, write that down. Because I want to tell you that that's important in some way. Interesting. Other than what's going on with your brother, what's important with November?
My brother. I don't know. I don't know anything about November.
It's not a birthday, anniversary, passing, anything like that?
You know, I'm real bad about...
Write it down.
Okay, I'm real bad about keeping up with dates like that, so...
Okay, and then I'm also brought to December.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that important to
Yes.
you? Now, they show me they show me a headstone. When they show me a headstone, that's usually my symbol for someone recently went out there to her place of rest. Does that connect to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So know that her soul went with you. Now, is there something about... Did you not get to say goodbye to her?
Not really.
No. Okay. Because that's what she's saying. It's like...
We didn't never have a service.
Yeah. And I have to say that she's coming through and telling me to say, don't feel guilty. Because you have felt guilty. Or people in the family have felt guilty for not having a service and for not doing those things. And that is her message, is not to feel guilty. She is so happy right now, I want to tell you, because she says I was really miserable prior to my passing. And I want to tell, she says she was in a lot of pain. But she says she's not in pain anymore, and she must have had difficulty moving or getting around, because she's like, I'm free, I can move again, and she's happy, I want to say. Was someone recently going through old mementos and keepsakes, like old pictures and old like cards and things like that? Okay, because she just shows me that, and so know her soul was there with you looking through that. She says that the two of you, you are like a daughter to her, is what she's telling me. You'd understand that, because she shows me like this. We were like this, is what she shows me. Did y'all wear the same bras?
No.
Why is she saying, or did y'all, I mean, not the same bras, the same bra size?
No.
Why is she showing me? There's not maybe a funny story. Wait a second. She's like showing me something tucked in her bra.
Always.
Did she tuck things in her bra?
Yeah.
Okay. Like that was something she must have.
That was her pocket, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's so weird. Sorry, I just misinterpreted. I was like, what? You're like, no.
No. Not even close.
Oh, it's like, what are you trying to show me here? Okay. But I will say, this one was funny. She was funny. She's a smoker, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what kind of did things in for her, you'd understand. Such a big soul, too. She has such a big soul. Now, this is weird, but, okay. Did somebody... Keep an open mind, because I've never seen this before, so I don't quite know how to interpret it. Did somebody, like, go on, like, a marathon run for her? Or did somebody, like, do something to, like, a charity? Or, like, you know the Susan G. Komen, how they do the walk?
We had talked about it, but I never...
Okay, but
there might have been some other
there's
people
been
that did.
talk about it, and so... Because they'll even bring up things that you just talked about to validate, hey, we hear what you're talking about. But that was kind of what she showed me, as like somebody was going to go do a walk or a run or whatever. So, and if somebody did actually do that, find out maybe. But they're showing me that. And, interesting. Huh. Did your stepmother have a biological daughter?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you know if she has a little girl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And were they like real close, or was she like just born after her passing? I don't know. She showed me this little girl like she's important, and like she wants me to send love to this little girl. Okay, you'd understand that.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a Brooke living. Brandy, Brooke, Brad. Who's that? Your brother, right? That is so right. That is who they're talking about. Because I wrote it down earlier. It's the BR. Mm-hmm. That's him. Okay. Alright. So I want to tell you, this woman is so awesome. Your stepmom, but they don't ever come through with steps. Like she's coming through as your mom.
Yeah.
That's why I kept wanting to say your grandmother was your mom.
I didn't even think of it.
But it wasn't your grandmother. So it was your mom. So that's where that is. Yeah. Just seeing, is there anything else you want to tell me? Okay, and you'd understand, does she have a son as well?
Yes.
Okay. She's like, I don't want to leave him out. How many of there? She had quite a few. Quite a few. I'm like 5 at least.
Exactly.
Okay. Because I heard 5. Okay, so there's 5 of y'all. Okay, or 5 of them. It's like, you know, I don't want to leave anybody out. There's a big family. But girl, I ain't going through and naming them all. There's too many for that. For that. She's also telling me, I know school just started, but she's showing me like one of, I think it's the little girl she was just showing me, like just starting school or going to school. So, okay, what else do you want to say? She's like, she is so sweet. She's like, tell her thank you for taking the time out to come here today. Like, she's like, thank you for coming here to talk to me. Like, that means a lot to her. She also shows me, too, you'd understand you had a dream with her close, or I don't know if it's been recent or around the time she passed, but you'd understand having her visit you in the dream. So know that that's real. That really happened, and that was really her. Now, she is buried, correct?
That one? No.
No. Okay. There's something about putting remains in a necklace I was seeing. So, is that something you've done or thinking about doing?
No, it's done.
Okay, cool. And then I also have to say, who's gotten the tattoo?
That's all her.
Oh, that's all hers? Wow. How amazing. And it doesn't say her name or anything like that, just so y'all know. Wow, that's crazy. How pretty. And it's all flowers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all flowers. How crazy is that? Wow. Awesome. How awesome. Wow. Okay. You and her have such a connection. Such a connection. She tells me that she fought. Do you understand? Like, she fought the cancer. I want to tell you, she's holding your child in the spirit world. And so know that she's taking care of your child on the other side. But in a way, I kind of feel you can still have children, correct?
I'm not going to. Please don't tell me I'm going to.
I mean, you
you
definitely have free will. So, you know, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But I do feel like there is that same soul, that child, could come back.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's going to happen for sure. I'm just saying it's possible.
It would make sense.
It's possible, yeah. Do you have 3 kids?
2 plus
3. You have 3 kids. Because I said, how many kids does she have? And he said 3. That's your kid too. Anyway, your mother is just telling me to tell you how grateful she is that you came, and she's telling me to tell you how much she loves you. She says to me too, she sees how much you have worked on yourself. Does that make sense? Within the past year or so, like, you've made a lot of changes for the better, she's telling me. And she's so proud of you. So know that she sees those changes and the accomplishments that you're making. Who drove a white truck, or who drove a truck?
It's about time.
Who was that?
It's my late husband.
Okay. So he's the other person you wanted to hear from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm raising his kids, you know.
Okay.
Have
Yeah,
conversation.
for sure. That's funny. Well, um, he's messing with me. He's like, I've been here all along. I was just giving her time to talk. But now, is he country?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought about him. Was it work boots?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he wasn't late.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's been here since the beginning. It's my
He
fault.
didn't wear cowboy hats, but he did wear those.
Okay.
Those boots.
He was, and he, yeah, okay. I'm
And
seeing
that
like
is-
dirty jeans
Yeah.
too.
Oh my god.
Interesting. Is y'all's anniversary coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His birthday was just.
You'd understand too that it was unexpected, his passing. Okay. He's like not telling me what happened at all.
I know.
I know you do, but
Yeah.
I want him to tell me. He just tells me it was tragic. So that when they tell me it's tragic, that means it wasn't illness. It was tragic. Okay. He says he didn't suffer. You understand that? Do you know why there would be wait, did he drink? Was he a drinker? Not an alcoholic, but was he a drinker?
Yeah. A little bit. At different times.
No, that's not right.
An apology would make sense from him.
That's why I kept seeing the white rose earlier. All I keep getting the feeling is, and I don't even know if that's right, but there's not a reason why he would take some responsibility for what happened.
There's not a reason why he would take.
No,
some.
I'm asking you, is there a reason why he would be taking responsibility for what happened?
Some of it.
Some of it. That's all I'm getting right now. Oh, do you know, was he in the military? Huh?
Are you looking at his haircut?
No, I'm looking at army fatigues. Or I'm looking at camo.
He
Not
liked
not army fatigues, it's camo.
camo. He liked camo.
Yeah.
That's when camo was in fashion, you know.
Okay. Sorry, it was not I just assumed it was because I was seeing like camo all over. And usually when they give me military, that's not what they show me. Different symbols, so. Okay. The dog.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'll come get my food later. Okay. So you have a son, correct? How old is your son?
He's 16.
Okay. Cool. So, did he ever play baseball?
No, that was the other. There's another. He has another son.
He has another son. Okay, that played baseball. Cool. Your son never played t-ball?
Played football.
He played football. Just tell me no.
Oh, no.
Because then that would give me the opportunity to come back and say, okay,
I got you.
ask, and so they could have said, okay, soccer or football. Okay. The energy's starting to dip. So I'm about to have to let him step back. But I do want to tell you, he says, I want to tell you, he does acknowledge to me, he does play songs on the radio that you'd connect to, you understand that? And then I see feathers. Do you connect to that as well? Do you find feathers? Um, and then you also find pennies, I'm seeing. So they're like giving you all kinds of symbols, letting you know that they're around you. Um, oh my God, would it make sense that your husband or your ex-husband, was he not contributing as much as he could have? Because it's like, I heard, or he could be, he said, I'm sorry I'm not there. Like, that's what I heard. And then, I don't know if he's also telling me too, like, when he was here, he could have been there more. Do you understand that? And that's what the apology's coming through for. He says, though, that I am there with you daily. I'm there with you daily. He wants you to know that, like helping you with the kids, and he watches over them. Especially that little girl, your daughter. So important to him. He's like, tell her that I'm like her guardian angel. Like, I watch over her at night. He shows me specifically at night when she goes to sleep. Like, he's there with her. So if you could tell her that. Interesting. Does she have little, I don't know how old your daughter is, but, oh wow, so, well, he's taking me back to her childhood.
She was little when he passed.
Okay, because I'm seeing like dolls, like one of those babies that, baby dolls. That's what I'm seeing. Did she have one of those? Or did she have lots of dolls? Okay. Is there something important about 93?
Jeffrey.
Huh?
Jeffrey.
Who's that?
His oldest son was born in 93.
93, okay. Now I'm seeing football. He wasn't a football player too, was he? And I'm seeing like, does he wear caps? Like baseball caps? A lot? His oldest son. And then do you have his wallet?
Sean does.
Okay, cool. Cool. Alright. He's just saying, please give my love to the kids. Let them know I'm always there. Okay? Alright, I'm about to have to let him step back. Do you have any questions?
For him?
For any of them.
Anybody?
Your grandmother or your mother is just telling you, she's like, mm, she's like blowing kisses at you, and she's like, I don't want this to end. So she says to me.
Just missed her. They say you have those pivotal turning points in your life. Her death was a hard left
Yeah.
for me. So I just missed her. I just wanted her to talk to me. And Jeff, I just wanted to know if he was paying attention at all.
Yeah.
Sean's had a real hard time.
Oh.
Really hard time.
Well,
So has Grace, but Sean.
he's definitely paying attention. He's definitely watching out, seeing what's going on with everybody.
Trying not to be
Did
mad.
somebody have a brush up with the law
Me?
recently?
I just got out of prison
How long ago?
in May.
Like, I feel like this is like even more recent.
I got pulled over 2 days ago.
That would be what it is. That's what it is. Cool. He was there for that.
Good. Probably laughing at me.
Yeah. Well, they love you, and honey, they've never left you. They're just different. Not in the physical body, but they're still very much alive. They're still very much around. Every time you see the butterfly, every time you pick up the penny, they're with you in those moments. And you may not hear them like I do maybe, but they still are there, and they're still letting you know that they're there and giving you those signs. One last thing I want to bring through before I let them step back. Do you have you thought about, there's a couple of things actually. Do you have someone's belt or belt buckle? Okay. And the next thing is, have you thought about taking like either a pair of jeans or a shirt and making something out of it? Because that's the other thing he shows me. So, alright.
We're making a quilt out of somebody's clothes.
Oh, how awesome is that? How awesome is that? Wow. Alright. Well, thank you for listening to me, Amaron, and thanks everybody for watching this video. I appreciate it, and see you on the next one.